everyone. I'm here because ChatGPT has plugins. I played around with them just a little, but I'm here to show you how easy it is and how it can work for you. So let's get started. Let me share my screen. Okay, again, for starters, you're going to need to have ChatGPT Plus. Let's see here. Move that up. So you're going to need to have ChatGPT Plus. ChatGPT 3.5 is still free, but it does not have the plugins. If you are on ChatGPT 4 or ChatGPT Plus, then you should have access to the beta program for plugins. We start out by clicking on these three dots at the bottom by your name, and we go to settings. And under settings, you'll see something called beta features. And the beta features are allowing you to browse with Bing and for plugins. If you wanted to try and export all of the data that you have on ChatGPT, you can click on data controls and export. Now, granted, they say that you'll get an email with shortly with all of your data. I've been waiting 8 days. So they say it's anywhere from on Discord, somewhere between 10 to 14 days. So I'll let you know how that works out. I'm still waiting on it. But back to the beta features. So if you activate Bing, you can actually do browsing. And if you activate the plugins, you can add plugins to your ChatGPT. So now that we've inactivated those, we come over here to GPT-4 and you see that the color, hang on, you see that the color has changed. It's now a nice, not really a purple color. Anyway, that's the default. So if you want to use the beta to actually do browsing, then you'll get a globe. And if you want to use plugins, then you'll get a little puzzle. Just because it's the universal sign for plugins. So we're going to go with plugins, and it says I have no plugins enabled. So I have played with a few. I have played with photorealistic. That's the one we're going to try tonight, but I want to show you the store. We go click plugin store, and there's a lot of plugins and they do lots of things. I would like to actually go through all of these and tell you what they do, but that's going to be multiple videos because it would take a very long time to simply sit down and do this in one setting. Now we're going to start with what's popular. And Ask Your PDF, Expedia, Kayak. The Kayak one is extremely interesting. You can actually make a reservation from this plugin with ChatGPT. I mean, make a reservation in the sense that you can actually buy your ticket. It's really, really cool. Zapier, I'm playing around with that because I want ChatGPT to be able to write some emails for me and to update my calendar from Notions to Google, to my Google Calendar. Let's see, on page 2, we have Web Pilot, which is kind of cool, Notable, and Wolfram, which is kind of nice because it does, like you can ask the weather. Like under normal circumstances, ChatGPT, as we know it, doesn't have access to the internet. So it wouldn't be able to give you the current weather. But with Wolfram installed, it can give you the current weather and your location and the date. You can ask it the date just to make sure that you're actually getting the right date. But it does do that. But that is some of the powers of these plugins. Today, we're just going to deal with the photorealistic. So we're going to go back, get my picture out of the way here. So I've enabled photorealistic. So if you want to work on a specific plugin, then you have to enable it down here. and you can only have a few of them going at any given time. But since I have to work on Midjourney a lot, and I know that most of you watching this will probably want to work on Midjourney, I want to show you how you can actually get it to give you a prompt. And then we're going to go over to Midjourney to see how that prompt relates to what ChatGPT and Photojournalistic gave us. So I need prompt for a picture of a picnic in Central Park during the summer. Afternoon by the lake. Flowers and blooming trees. And let's see what happens. And I didn't do anything other than activate photorealistic. But what happened is photorealistic knew that it could answer the question for me. So it's giving me a prompt. It's going to give me 2 prompts, and it will allow me to decide which one I want to use. We're going to put these in Midjourney. And okay, there's the 2 prompts. So I'm going to open up Midjourney. Okay, so now we're back at Midjourney. Here's the prompt. Imagine. Oh. Sorry about that. Quotes out. The first one, and we'll also do the second one. Now, remember, we're trying to get a picture of a picnic in Central Park near the lake. Flowers blooming, trees are blooming, summer afternoon. One of the pictures will be photorealistic and the other one will be hyperrealistic. It's pretty nice. And this is the prompt that the photojournalistic plugin gave us. And they gave us 2 options. And so that's how easy it is. It works just that simple. So if you if you have a plugin activated on your ChatGPT Plus and you start typing and it's something that it can handle, it will actually take over and give you your answer, or take you where you want to be, or complete an activity that you gave it a command. So that's just as simple. So we would go down, just to recap, we go down to the three dots where our name is in ChatGPT. We go to settings, and then we click on, just show you one more time. Go to settings, and we click on beta features. And you're only going to get these beta features in the Plus, which is the paid program. You click on that, and then you can actually browse with Bing, as well as work with plugins. You can deactivate it just as easily by turning it off. It's a button. And from there, you can start typing. You can also go to the plugin store and just have a good time. You can get all kinds of plugins to do all kinds of things. One of them reads PDFs, one of them works with Canva. I mean, it's just varied, and they're third-party apps. So they're coming from the developers of those particular applications and not from OpenAI. I hope this helps, and you can look for more of these as I start going through more and more of these plugins and showing you what their capability is. Hope this helps. Thanks. Bye-bye.